into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a fellow ACC opponent, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Mountaineers will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Louisville Cardinals offense takes the field to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. Powers through the defender. They shut it down quickly, but he gets two out to the 18. And the Cardinals want to move quickly. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Cardinals are marching down the field.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-hurry.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. He's got it on the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The Cardinals didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense. You're creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this offense, you're halfway home. All you got to do is do the same exact thing, Palmer. Fall forward and be physical here.
And that's why they practice these goal line situations, right? It's to step up and be physical in moments like this.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And the 1st points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes and they'll stop him at the 16. So Appalachian State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He lost it high, high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Fires complete on the crosser. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to go up top on first down. Safe completion on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Let's talk about App State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency. For the second half of the season, David, I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out. Not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Cardinals! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They've spotted them a 10-0 start. Now to see if they can answer on this drive. The give out of the gun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. Still running at the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Makes the grab at the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got the quick pass. And the Cardinals headed quickly to the line.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Makes the grab. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. They've got a first down here to open the period. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now on second down. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Booker. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be third and long. Just keep slinging it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They marched to the end zone the last time they had it. Do it again, and they'll be on top. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Quick completion to the right. At midfield, he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a 3rd and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are on the third possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical third down, forcing an incompletion.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Going right to work up top. Fires to the middle. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Louisville has it back and the offense coming out ready to attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. The gift to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Cardinals have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, guess who? They're taking a shot to the guy that's just been torching this defense in the entire first half. He's already got over 100 yards, so why not try to add to it and force this defense to prove that they can cover him? They did do a nice job right there. But that's not the last time this guy's going to see the ball thrown his way.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Leaves it with the back. Hard running there.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Just feeds the running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Cardinals kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And that's a great idea by this defense, man. 3rd down, it's money down. Where are they going to go? They're going to go to their go-to guy. And what does the defense do? They double team him, take him away, and force the 4th down.
Good, right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. From inside the 10, here he comes. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down into the 26. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Back to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Mountaineers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Line getting set on second down. They'll give it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Mountaineers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got his man on the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold on.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw. Got his man quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He fires to the left side.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still one. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Takes a hit as he fires.
Yeah, and you could tell the quarterback breaks a little bit, and he starts moving and tries to throw a little bit across his body. And why is that dangerous? You're not accurate. You're not accurate with the football when you do that, and you could tell it wasn't close to being a completion. He's got to do a better job setting his feet, making a clear, concise, good throw.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down, the throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Kick is in the air. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To the air on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Louisville for a fun first half than you?
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I'll tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just got you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On third down, he drops to throw. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Cardinals in the hurry up.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got a man in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Cardinals look to keep this drive humming. There's the pressure. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job.
Turning it on. Touchdown Cardinals. They take the lead with the 6. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you had my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He's got him in the flat.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it for a big play. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, App State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. The give to the back. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Off the play fake. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice cut.
Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Louisville! Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. FIU is lighting up the scoreboard right now thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 35 over Southern Miss. Two fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Second down coming up. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. And the Mountaineers are on the move. The run from the shotgun. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll go right back to it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. It's complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds at the 11.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
They'll run it from the gun. He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the... Touchdown, Appalachian State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. And the Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Cardinals will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch at the 35. Slips through the line. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David, if they can add to it on this drive. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And deja vu again. I'm not surprised, man. They found this guy for several touchdowns today, and they were looking for him again.
Breaks into the open. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Appalachian State.
The Mountaineers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to say this game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance, offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Got his man. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Cardinals with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Unloads quickly. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Cardinals moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Rushes on him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Cardinals will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he's stopped. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. This time, they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. You know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Lofts one high and deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Mountaineers have this offense rolling. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, App State! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fires to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A strike downfield. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He wants a big play here late. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Punts it out of the air.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Cardinals!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They got the touchdown they needed. Now trailing by a field goal. They'll line up for the onside kick. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. All right, this game just got tighter, and you just don't want to make a mistake here, David.
Especially in the 4th quarter. Remember, you're still leading this ball game. You're still going to execute the same way, Palmer. Don't get frantic.
Don't get frantic, but I would like to see them stay aggressive, too. You put a touchdown up on the board here, and this goes back to being a 2-possession game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. A shot for the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw on first down. They've got the screen set up. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. To the line quickly. They'll spike it to save some time.
No gain on the play.
The Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they're after him. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation when you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.